Here we are with a new moon on the horizon again. It's going to be tomorrow, the 6th, and it's in the sign of Virgo. And so basically, a new moon is always a good time for planting seeds and setting intentions, things that you want to cultivate over the next 30 days and onward. Virgo is a sign that's all about details and the day to day elements of life, kind of like organizing and cleaning and just getting your small day to day items in order. And I think that's really helpful right now. So pretty much every time I do one of these, it feels like the world has somehow gotten significantly worse. So yeah, I feel like I guess we are somewhat in the process of like dismantling everything and like rebuilding things a different way. Not easy, not always easy. So this Virgo energy is actually useful. Like I mentioned in one of my last videos that like it's just too much for sanity to like just take in everything that's happening, all of the chaos and like the just bad shit in general, like all the just negativity and like drama and horribleness politically and like just all of this kind of stuff happening. It is too much to just take it all in and sit with it. So I think it's important again to compartmentalize and like with Virgo, encouraging us to focus on the details. It's nice to look at one small perhaps action item that makes you feel better. I think that it's also helpful to go ahead and clean up and organize your home environment because that is a small element of control that you can have, and I think that it really does help your brain feel less chaotic if your space around you is orderly and pleasant. So I just did a big deep clean today. Like I even got into like the couch cushions and like vacuumed all that stuff up and did some real detail work, and it feels better. It feels good. It always feels good when you do that kind of stuff. So this is a particularly good season for just leaning into that. Fall cleaning may as well, and just have as peaceful of an environment around you as you can to help ground us through all of the other turbulence and turmoil that's going on outside of your walls. Yeah, so that's sort of the, I guess, background energetically of where we are right now. And so let's just see what kinds of things the cards have to say to us. Helpful to get a little bit of cosmic messaging when the world is so shaky. Okay, so we have some fours here in the reading, which I connect with the Emperor. So that's like a card of strength and making plans and like building a lasting infrastructure. So the first four that we have is the Four of Swords. And this is a card that shows resting after battle, basically. Like earning some peace after really going at it, and reminding us that it is important to take some rest. We've got a lot of like political battling going on, basically on every front, climate, healthcare, unemployment, like eviction things, like all this kind of stuff is going on. And so, yes, you know, we are engaged with those topics and like thinking about them and like making plans, but it's also important to give yourself some time to just rest and percolate and restore yourself, because, you know, just kind of keeping on those, just like being adamantly stuck on those pursuits is not serving the long run either. You know, like you do have to give yourself some respite and let yourself recharge before entering the next battle. And we have the Four of Wands, which indicates like, so it's a journey that's begun and it's like almost success, like it's kind of just getting underfoot. So it's like, you know, making positive moves, but not nearly at the finish line, which is like, that's something that I feel like comes up a lot for me in these readings. So sure, like, why not? We're definitely on a journey here, at least in the United States, and I mean, well, everywhere with like everything that's going on. So, you know, we're not at the end of the line, not at the middle of the line, at the beginning of the line, but it's going to, there's success to come. So read that and whatever front you apply it. That could be personally, like all of this is personal, and then I like to try to extend it to worldly. And then we have the Page of Cups, which is like representing a childlike energy and sort of like innocence with interacting with the world, just like emotional purity without like being jaded or worn down yet. And you know, there are, I feel like there's a lot of like babies and new life in my sphere, and so, you know, probably for others as well. And although things are bleak on many fronts, it's important, and I think it's helpful actually, to remember what that sort of childlike curiosity and like simple joy felt like. And, you know, it's still very possible for us to tap into that, and like I think that's just a helpful energy to remember. There are still things that are joyful and things that can inspire that sort of childlike excitement. So just to remember to have that be an element of life too. And we have the Death card, which I really like. So it indicates that, you know, maybe more so than like a person's death, that it's like the death of a way of being, a type of thinking, a system, or, you know, some kind of establishment. So I think that's a good card. You can also, like, another element of this card is that, like, you can either welcome the death of these, like, old ways by being open to it and, you know, kind of, like, welcoming it and heralding it, or you can, you know, be terrified and be dragged, like, kicking and screaming into the new reality. It's up to you, but it just indicates that changes are coming and old ways are meeting their end. So I like that card. Overall, I think it's just a nice kind of reminder to that, yes, old systems are crumbling, and that's definitely a good thing. Old systems, old beliefs, old ways of being are gonna die. And this is, you know, we've got this reminding us that, like, we do need to take a break from our intellectual battles and, like, allow ourselves to rest and recharge. This is, I'm taking relate to the larger journey, and I do have my lovely train friends going by. So the journey's underway. It's not finished or midway, but it's heading towards a positive outcome. And then, yes, I really love this. I love the Page of Cups. Like, it is easy to forget that, like, with all of this adult hardness and, like, bullshit that's happening, that childlike joy is really necessary to temper everything, and that, you know, just find little things that you're curious about or that you can appreciate, that awaken that just innocent joy that is probably lacking for a lot of us a lot of the time. So yeah, I love this. I think this is like really standing out to me as like something that is going to be really helpful to keep in mind with all of these little babies around us too. Just like take a cue from them. Like they're experiencing things for the first time, seeing the wondrous world through fresh eyes, and it's really nice to remember that we can do that too. And I will pull out an oracle card as well. See what we've got here. This is again just like a little bit of added gentle guidance for me, for you, for someone out there, for all of us. Let's see what we got. People are playing outside. There's that childlike joy. Reach for your dreams. I am the creator of my own dreams and achieve them with confidence. Okay, yeah, I like that. I think it's important to remember that in the midst of all of this big picture, global, like, kind of law-based, like, you know, yeah, like I said, the big picture type of things, it's important to remember your personal goals as well. I know that a lot of our personal goals probably align with improving the world at large, but also remembering your own little, like your own passions and your own goals and pursuits and things that really light you up and like make you feel engaged and satisfied and productive, you know, like those are important to also make room for in life. So yeah, I feel like I will leave it at that. I hope everyone enjoys this like dark, quiet new moon period. Plant some seeds, cultivate some intentions, and as always, rest, take care of yourself, stay hydrated, and yeah, take it easy. Take it easy. Until next time.